I need to vent, and I need your judgment because I'm spiraling. This is going to be long. Sorry. I'm just so pissed and hurt I can't condense it. My family's been ripping me apart for weeks, and I'm starting to question if I'm the monster they say I am. Here's the whole mess. Buckle up. I'm 29, single, no kids, and I've been grinding for years to build a stable life. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable. Own a small condo, have a decent job in tech support. Think troubleshooting for a mid-sized company, not Silicon Valley money. And I've got about 40K in savings after years of pinching pennies. My family, though, they're a lot. Love them, but they're chaotic. Big, loud, always in each other's business, and money is always a sore spot. I'm the successful one, which basically means I'm the go-to ATM for every crisis. I've bailed out my parents' utilities a few times, paid for my sister's car repair last year, and even covered my nephew's braces because my brother's insurance wouldn't. I don't mind helping when it's real, but it's starting to feel like I'm expected to fix everyone's problems. Enter my cousin, Jenna, 27. Jenna's a dreamer. She's sweet, creative, and has a million ideas, but zero follow-through. She's been through like 6 careers since high school. Barista, Etsy shop, yoga instructor, freelance graphic designer, you name it. Nothing sticks. She's always chasing the next big thing, and her parents, my aunt and uncle, enable it. They've been paying her rent and phone bill forever, even though she's pushing 30. I've always stayed out of it because, well, not my circus, not my monkeys. Last month, Jenna announced her latest venture at a family barbecue. She's launching a luxury fantasy event planning business. Think Game of Thrones themed weddings, Renaissance fair-style corporate retreats, that kind of thing. She's convinced it's her calling and that she's going to be the next big name in immersive experiences. Cool, I said. Good luck. I figured she'd do what she always does. Start strong, post a bunch of aesthetic Pinterest boards on Instagram, then fizzle out in 3 months. But then she dropped the bombshell. She needs $90,000 to get it off the ground. $90,000 for a business she's never run, in an industry she's never worked in, with no experience beyond throwing a couple of themed birthday parties for her friends. Her plan? Rent a massive warehouse for event staging, buy elaborate costumes and props, like actual suits of armor, hire a team of creatives, and market it to high-end clients she doesn't even know yet. She showed us a business plan that was basically a 10-page Word doc with stock photos of castles and buzzwords like bespoke and experiential. No budget breakdown, no market research, just vibes. Here's where I come in. Apparently, Jenna's parents can't or won't fund this. They've already sunk thousands into her past flops, and they're tapped out. So, at the barbecue, in front of everyone, aunts, uncles, cousins, my grandma, Jenna turns to me with this big, hopeful smile and says, I was hoping you could invest in my dream. You're so good with money, and I know you believe in family. The table went dead silent. My mom, who's always pushing me to be generous, chimed in with, You've got that savings, don't you? This could be your chance to help Jenna shine. I was stunned, like jaw on the floor stunned. I mumbled something about needing to think it over and change the subject, but inside I was screaming. $90K is more than double my savings. It's my emergency fund, my future down payment, my safety net. I worked overtime, skipped vacations, and ate ramen for years to build that. And she wants me to hand it over for a fantasy LARP business with no legs? Nah. A week later, Jenna texted me a long, gushy message about how this is her one shot and how I'm her hero for even considering it. She attached a GoFundMe link she'd made for the business, which, by the way, has raised $300 in 3 weeks, mostly from her friends. I didn't respond right away because I was trying to figure out how to say no without blowing up the family group chat. Big mistake. My silence apparently hurt her feelings, and she told her mom, who told my mom, who called me to lecture me about supporting family and how I'm hoarding my money, while Jenna's struggling to find her purpose. I finally called Jenna and tried to be gentle. I said I was proud of her passion, but that I couldn't invest because it's too risky, and I need my savings for my own future. I even offered to help her brainstorm cheaper ways to start, like doing small events first to build a portfolio. She got quiet, then started crying, saying I was crushing her soul and that she thought I believed in her. I felt like crap, but I held firm. That should have been the end of it, but oh no. Jenna went full scorched earth. She posted a vague, passive-aggressive Instagram story about people who choose money over family with a crying emoji. My aunt called me, screaming that I'm selfish human garbage for letting Jenna's dream die. My uncle texted me a novel about how I'm too materialistic and don't understand creativity. My mom's been guilt-tripping me nonstop, saying I'm breaking the family apart and that I'll regret not helping when Jenna makes it big. Even my sister, who's usually on my side, said I could have at least given her a few grand to show support. The kicker? At our last family dinner, my grandma, sweet 80-year-old grandma who I adore, pulled me aside and said she's disappointed in me for not lifting up my cousin. She said, family sacrifices for each other, and I just broke. I left early and cried in my car. I've never felt so ganged up on. It's like they all see me as a walking checkbook, not a person with my own dreams and fears. I'm starting to second-guess myself. Maybe I am selfish. I could technically give her $10K or $20K without going broke. It'd hurt, but I'd survive. And if she did succeed, I'd look like the jerk who doubted her. But every time I think about it, my gut screams that this is a black hole. I looked up similar businesses online, and they start small. Think 5K, 10K for basic equipment, not 90K for a warehouse and dragon statues. Plus, Jenna's track record is a graveyard of abandoned projects. I just can't justify it. So, Reddit, AET for refusing to fund Jenna's 90K fantasy? Am I the selfish human garbage my family says I am? I'm so tired of being the bad guy, but I also don't want to flush my life savings down the toilet. Help me see straight. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thank you for the responses. I'm reading through them all, and it's helping me feel less crazy. A few clarifications. 1. Jenna's GoFundMe is public, and it's rough. She's promising epic events, but has no concrete plan for how the money will be used. It's mostly photos of her in a medieval dress she rented for the campaign. 2. My family's always been tight-knit, but money's a trigger. My parents grew up poor, so they see any no as betrayal. It's exhausting. 3. I've offered to help Jenna in other ways, like building a website for her business or connecting her with a friend who does event planning, but she's not interested unless it's cash. 4. No, I'm not giving her a dime. Your comments are giving me the spine I needed. Edit 2. To the people DMing me saying I should just give her 1K to shut her up. That's not how my family works. If I give an inch, they'll expect a mile. Last time I loaned my brother $500, he never paid me back and asked for more a month later. Boundaries are my only defense.